Hey friends, today I am so excited about our video because we are studying division, and division is Mrs. Ashley's favorite operation. Do you want to know why? It's all about sharing, and it's about sharing things equally. So division literally means separating something into equal groups. Okay, so let's get started with a problem. Here's our problem. It says John and his 3 friends want to share 24 cards. How many cards will each friend receive? What I see here is that they're wanting to share something equally. I'm noticing that it says John and his 3 friends. So it sounds to me like John plus his 3 friends is 4 friends total that are sharing something. So we have 4 friends sharing something. Now let's think about, what are they sharing? They're sharing 24 cards. So we have 24 cards and we're dividing them into 4 equal groups for 4 people. So our problem here is 24 divided by 4, or 24 cards split up into 4 equal groups. And we just want to know, how many does each person get? Let's get started. Well, we know our problem is 24 divided by 4. The first thing that we need to look at here when we're showing equal groups is how many groups? Well, I know that there are 4 friends, so what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see that each circle is one of the friends. We've got John and his 3 friends here. Now we've just got to take those 24 cards and put them equally into all 4 groups. So I do this by just giving 1 to each group. Watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. The first thing I look at, just to make sure I did it right, is that they are all equal. And I'm noticing that I have the same number in every group, so I'm good. Now, what I need to know is, how many does one friend get? So all I need to look at is one of the groups. Okay, so we'll look at this one, and I notice here that I have 6. So there's 6 in one group. So now I know that 24 divided by 4 is 6. Let's look at another way to look at this problem. Division is related to subtraction in so many ways. If you look at our division problem, we have 24 divided by 4. We start with the whole. We start with everything we have, and then we divide it out. We separated it out. Just like in subtraction. In subtraction, we start with the whole thing, and we take away. So when you want to think about division, you can think about it as repeated subtraction. Repeated just means that you're doing something over and over. So, just like in subtraction, in division, we start over here on the number line because we're starting with the large number, the whole thing. Now, all we need to do is look at what we're dividing it by here is 4. So all I need to do is subtract 4 over and over until I get to 0. Watch. 24 minus 4 is 20. 20 minus 4 is 16. 16 minus 4 is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. And 4 minus 4 finally gets me to 0. So I started with all of the cards and I subtracted 4 over and over until I got to 0. Now, the answer to my problem can simply be found in the number of hops it took me to get to 0. So let's count. I went back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 total hops. 6 is the answer. So literally I'm seeing that in 24 there are 6 4s. So the answer, as I can see here, is based on how many times did I have to subtract 4, and that was 6 times. But don't stop there. There are more ways to look at division. Now I'm going to show you how to do division using an array. And this is very much like the equal groups strategy. And I know that our problem that we're focusing on right now is 24 divided by 4. So how I start my array is I'm going to make 4 dots or X's, whatever you like to do with your array. Just to get started, make them in a row here. Okay, great. Now, what I want to do is I want to keep building my array in these 4 columns until I get to 24. Okay, so let's get started. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I reached the amount of cards that I have. So now I have an array. And all I need to do is find out how many are in just one column. It's like equal groups. I have 4 equal columns here. So I'm just going to count how many I have in this one column. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I figured out that 24 divided by 4 equals 6 because there's 6 in one row. But that's not all. Guys, strip diagrams or bar models or whatever you want to call them, they are so cool because they help us visualize the problem. They help us really see it. So if you remember in our problem, John and his 3 friends, they had 24 cards. The cards are exactly what this problem is all about. So let's draw a strip here to represent those cards. We know that all the cards we know are 24 cards. Now, the other important thing that we know is that there are 4 people that are going to split up these cards in equal groups. So I'm going to split up this bar into 4 equal groups. You see how I made 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups here? That's right. In division, we're only looking for how many are in one group. So this is what a division strip diagram looks like. You know what the whole thing is, and you're just wanting to find out what one part is. Okay, so that's how we represent it with a model. And guys, I want to show you one more really cool way that you can look at division. Okay, so we know our problem is 24 divided by 4 equals something. One way I like to look at division is by looking at the divisor, how many groups. I'm looking here and I see 4 groups. So in my head I'm thinking 4 times what equals 24? 4 times what equals 24? Well, if I know my facts, I know that 4 times 6 equals 24. That's my answer. I also know that I can flip-flop that because of the commutative property. 6 times 4 also equals 24. Well, if all that is true, I have one more equation in my fact family. I also know then that 24 divided by 6 would equal 4. Fact families are so fun, and don't forget that multiplication and division, they are inverse operations. They are the opposite, and that is why this fact family works together the way that it does. I would love for you to try one at home, and if you do, bring it to me and show it for an extra red ticket. I would love for you to try 36 divided by 6. I can't wait for you to show me in all the different ways and to practice your division. You are going to love it. Sharing is fun and equal groups are fun. So have a great one. You're going to do wonderful.